I often get overwhelmed simply at the idea of just being a person. And it's not uncommon for me to feel like I don't belong in this world. Or it's like I look out at my external environment, society, culture, tradition, and I get the sense that all of this was designed by someone else for someone else, if that makes sense. And sure, it's easy for me to push back against the situation and to say, well, I'm not okay and I don't fit in and it's all because of this messed up world that we live in. And I don't think that anybody would really fault me for saying something like that. But if I'm being honest with myself and if I'm contemplating my situation from a quiet, intuitive space, what I come across time and time again is that belonging is an inside job. So something that I've learned from living in the forest over the past 2 years is that life, when expressing itself within optimum conditions, seems to be able to maintain a sort of delicate balance between individual diversity and then also at the same time singular cohesion. I can't help but look at the forest and recognize within myself that, okay, it is incredibly beautiful, but it's also incredibly terrible. It's a life and death situation, but the two are working together and they both belong together. The trees are falling down, the foxes are eating the mice, and the deer are eating the plants, but still all of this is as it should be. And even though each one of these individual life forms is experiencing danger and challenge in some form or another, I don't think that any of them are suffering because they feel estranged from their environment. And so that's where my line of questioning is, because I'm looking at myself and I'm recognizing that there are times when I feel estranged from my environment. So what gives? It's like, how is the tree able to honor and express itself in a way that's beautiful and unique, and it's honoring its own treeness, but it's doing it in a way where it's not having this conceptual overlay and it's not, overanalyzing the process. It's just being a tree. So I'm wondering, is there something that the creatures of the forest understand that I don't? Or maybe it's possible that I've come to believe something about myself or about the world that is actually standing in the way of my own inherent belonging. All right, let's take a moment to contemplate what it means to truly belong. So, is belonging something that needs to be earned or proved? Is belonging something that happens in the future? Or is it something that is available in the present moment? Is belonging limited to only the so-called good parts of myself? Or is this something that applies to the entirety of my humanity? Is belonging something that applies only to me? Or does belonging extend beyond myself and to even my worst enemies? Do my fears belong? Does my deepest pain belong? Do my mistakes belong? What does it feel like to be resting inside of the home of belonging? How does the body feel when it is resting inside of this home? How does the mind feel when it is at peace inside of this home? What does it feel like to honor all of myself and to relax into the knowing that everything belongs? What does it feel like to let go of my grip on this world and to sink into the loving embrace of my inherent belonging? What does it feel like to finally let go and to be at peace in the comfort of my home, my true environment, my inner sanctuary? What does it feel like to remember that I am already and always at home? Thank you, forest. Thank you, earth. Thank you, life. I belong.